PND wondered how the has continued to record the same amount of money raised from various levies despite the district's increase in social and economic activities. He said for many years the council has been recording the same amount of collected revenue, which has hindered the provision of services to the people. He adds they have allegedly failed to declare revenue collected from hire of a front-end loader equipment bought under CDF meant for the public to hire out and in turn use revenue to provide service to the people of Kasempa. Mr. Kashala further says the party will not hesitate to and or shall fail to deliver. Receiving the Kasempa Council Chairperson Brian Chilima does not tolerate business. He assured the parents that the council was going to the matter accordingly. Any interference. Diamond Chitalu, a small-scale miners association in Kitwe, Copperbelt province, has pledged to work with the government of President Hakainde Hichilema in a quest to improve the mine. The miners says President Hichilema, like a leader, requires help to his campaign promises under the new Dawn administration. Meanwhile, the association advised the media and the general to stop referring to them as Jerabos, and which has dented their email. Group leader Kelvin Temple, named Jerabo, has been associated with a group of Christians. Hence the need to change the narrative. He emphasized that small-scale miners are a group of responsible leaders with have the power to positively contribute to the country's development. Meanwhile, Mr. Temple has announced that the association will soon from some of its might have wronged the citizens. We apologize to the nation.
Line as in what? Yes, we are in place. We have structures in place. I think the people who have the power in the nation is a new government. So us as a small-scale miners, say we want to do what the party, the new government, and the government require of us to do. We want to agree with on things that they change. We want to engage them so that they can entertain us with what they have prepared for us to operate in. That people around the world always say we have these same people who are benefiting, we have these same people that are getting to our place. Yes, that is, but we want you to know this is a field where we have chosen to. And if this is a we have chosen to, we are the people that you are going to see. Just like in another industry, go into fishing, I find the same faces doing the fishing. If you go into a fuel business, I find the same people are doing the fuel business. So if you come into mining, particularly Black Mountain, you will find us there. We've aligned to that. We've been fighting for this to be ours for a long time, and we feel this is where we belong, this is where we operate from. With all other things that maybe we could have engaged ourselves into this. And we should always remember, our current president has always preached that he feels the small-scale miners who refer to as Jarabos should be legalized. And that is, being legalized means we should operate freely and with respect. Now that he's in power, he had always said he wants to give it all to the small-scale miners. And we've only fought for 30%. We are happy about that because that is the president who has said that he wants to give us the whole thing. As we are going to operate, as we are going to start our operations, we want to start with a view that one day our president will fulfill the word that he said he's going to give us 100% for that Black And again, I want to appeal to you, the media. Even when you report, I think the tag of Jarabos should not be attached to our caption in any given chance. We are called small-scale miners. So just as we respect you, we'll call you journalists. We'll call you a media house. That is the respect that you deserve. We are not going to call you Awamuno. I don't think you'd be happy about it. Because, I mean, the tag is very bad. But if you give us a tag that is befitting what we are doing, if you look around the city, you see how our people do behave, you would see that there's a lot of change. Then and now. Yes, we may have a few characters here and there, people that do misbehave. We may have people here and there, people that do get excited, just like any other institution. Miners, when they are paid, even they are paid, they get into town. The very day they are paid, there's a lot of misbehavior. Some who just get.
United Party for National Development member based in Mutonga has appealed to all his fellow UPN members and alliance partners not to pressure President Hichilema into appointing them to government positions. Mr. Mtonga says this is a virtue and must be exercised in order for Mr. to succeed as opposed to making appointments for rewarding those who help campaigns. He adds investment members and will made to see Mr. Hichilema and the UPND for government was not made for the purpose of being rewarded. The president is now a national asset who should provide opportunity to every Zambian.
We're in the opposition. This is why we had to put pressure. Because we knew that if the debt continued to escalate, we would end up in this same situation. And that situation is the fact that you have a debt infrastructure that's taking up almost 40%. I believe it's about 30% of our incoming. So that entire revenue, for every 100 kwacha revenue, 40 kwacha goes towards paying people that we owe. And a lot of people think that the IMF is giving a gift. Nobody gives you $1 billion as a gift. There's no such thing about money. Money doesn't come as a gift. It always has conditions. What the IMF telling us we're doing is something done even before the IMF told us. Because that's exactly what needs to be done. In us to fix what's going on with the debt issue, cut expenses. There are two ways on a government P&L that you deal with these things. Either you increase revenue, that means you tax people more, and you as well as I know that Zambians are already overtaxed. So that's a non-starter. So if you're running a company, if you can't increase revenue, you only have certain things left, and that is cutting expenses. So people are saying, oh, I may tell you that even before the IMF, we were already saying this. 2015, 2014, we were advocating for expenditure cuts. That same year, Parliament increased salaries for MPs. MPs were buying new cars and all that stuff. And we are saying, look at the jet. The president has been talking about the jet. You are buying something 3 times its price. Look at the fire trucks. You are buying something 4 times its price. And we were saying we need to cut expenditures because you already knew any type of projections you did in 2016, and we argued for this, we would end up in this situation. And I used to say this to Zambians. The government always borrows money by placing the Zambian people as collateral. So if you allow the Zambian government to continue borrowing money, believe me, you will end up paying for it. There's only one person that pays for Nkongole, and that's a Zambian. You see, and we were discussing these issues even when we were in the opposition. You need to stop borrowing. People are saying, no, we are borrowing for infrastructure.
The PF member Chishimba Kambwili has charged that looking at how things are going so far, the UPND administration will not deliver its campaign promises to the Zambian people. Kambwili says the president's failure began the day he was given an opportunity to address the nation during the official opening of the 13th session of the National Assembly, stating that he failed to specify his vision for the country. He adds that when the PF won the elections in 2011 and the late President Mike Sata, the official opening of Parliament was a platform Sata used to give clear and specific direction on the infrastructure development agenda. Kambwili says President Hichilema has not acted on any of his promises. Meanwhile, Mr. Kambwili has publicly apologized to Zambian citizens for the mistakes his party made while in the government moment as it will bounce back in 2026.
President wants Parliament ngaisula first mumfigisha emwalande fyakachita plan ya kuteka ekyalo kyakwe bayechechi balile ku Parliament finch banyebere basatero twafikire first Parliament batile tulina okukula 8,000 kilometers of roads never tukakula amasulu Zambia yonse tukakula makliniki 650 nila ine bachitra address meeting ya first Parliament emo balandile fyonse efya safya chitika nomba bena fishwa mishani mo ni TV yandi ya mala shashale mfa bwe fishwa mwebe ni papa yeso balanda plan kula tube pase yo mulino kumona twakulaja mulino kumona mwaba mnyinane twali kwisho wasya bonse ba PF uwa to do with fertilizer na kushika mata binubo elo trefo kumieba bonse munomo twiminine kutambira bapali ba MP ukuyafika kulia kuli ba mwisho utile nga ba PF filata mwate mwamwe bantu mwale ibya twapapata mutu twafuka abo muntu shiluba mweba mnyinane tumina twasumina twaline esilubo efya Zambia batalipe elo nalese fumeni pose panono kayiye ni kuchira ngabwe ichine tuye chitoku press kama chenwe na Zambia utanse twarufyenye tefe balesa lele ko pantu muntu onse wachilu
have to be observed in open, especially markets, to provide citizens with commodities such as food. The deputy mayor has also called upon Omakiti of Lusaka to emulate the exercise.
Of Keep Zambia Clean, Green and Health campaign, a behavior change program aimed at keeping surroundings in Zambia clean, health and green in order to improve health standards of Zambians throughout the country. But despite the implementation of this campaign, it has been observed that many markets around the city of Lusaka are kept dirty. It is for this reason Lusaka Deputy Mayor Ketan has resolved that every Saturday morning, even an hour for marketeers in the markets. And speaking of the cleaning exercise in Lusaka's North Mid Market, the Deputy Mayor, who also was Louisa Ward Councillor, urged all the marketeers to be participating in the cleaning exercise or risk being removed from the market.
We have resolved that every Saturday morning we'll be given an hour as marketeers here to clean our markets, and I urge the markets to adopt this rule, and we will make sure personally respecting that it's more implemented everywhere. Some of us won't have it's either we'll charge you some market.
She has also assured that North Mid Markets, the Lusaka Council will fix the drainages and toilets problem which they are facing now.
We have also discovered that the toilets are not in order and the drainages, and by Tuesday next week we'll make sure that everything is in place. Now we are approaching the rain season and we don't want any cholera cases, especially within the markets.
Margaret Shota, MUVI TV News in Lusaka.
You are still watching MUVI TV Primetime News. We still have more news to come, but for now, let's take a break.
Citizen College for Health Sciences is recruiting in the following courses: Diploma in Registered Nursing, Diploma in Abridged Nursing, Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Secondary Education, Diploma in Primary Education. Other programs include Project Management, Business Administration, Power Electrical, Public Relations, Computer Lesson, and many more. For more information, contact our marketing team on the following numbers: 0978 62 9093 or 0977 410530, or come in person at our Lusaka campus in Cairo Road, ShopRite Building, first floor, or our Ndola campus, Luaresha, Mushili Masaiti. Enroll now and get a 20% bursaries for the first 50 applicants.
If I go down, I won't care, 'cause I know that I'm a superstar and I am strong. I'll find my way back again, like Apple Max.
To all my troubles and pressures, to all the rules and the measures, to all the battles and dangers, I made it this far. Now I'm like a treasure. I'm the realest one to ever do this. The one that sent me going, but the rudest. I'm raising my tone like I'm foolish, and I am a star. Yo, I shine like a movie. I know I'm leading the race. For 20 years on the chase. I know that I'm the boss. Who got the juice and the sauce? I got the power and the energy. I don't need no other strategy. I ain't spy, I'm the prodigy. 'Cause Upper Max is a remedy.
So I fly up high just like an eagle in the sky. And if I fall down, we'll rise back up again. 'Cause I take it to the mark. I turn it up, I turn it up, I turn it up like fire. I'm burning the air. I take it to the mark. I turn it up, I turn it up, I turn it up.
Apple Max, now in new 500 mils.
Presenting Mr. Money!
Mr. Money, he knows it all. I'm here to tell you what Airtel Money is all about. Move cash from the bank to any Airtel Money account. Are you tired of long bank queues? Get Airtel Money, that's what you use. Mr. Money, he knows it all, money. He knows it all. Save and earn interest in your Airtel Money account. Take loans for emergencies and get your right amount. That's right, Mr. Money. He knows it all, money. He knows it all. Do it all with Airtel Money. Transfer money from your bank account to Airtel Money. Save money, earn interest, and loads more. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
One experts. Enjoy true feelings, a flood of emotions, the taste of victory. Are you ready? Use promo code and get 200% bonus.
Welcome back. We'll continue with the news. Expelled Patriotic Front PF founder member Julius Komaki has backed the action by investigative wings to scrutinize all senior PF leaders in an effort to recover dubiously accumulated money and property. Mr. Komaki, who was in 2019 expelled alongside Kelvin Fubebwalia, says he has no problem with the investigations going on as he suspects most of the PF leaders are not clean. Meanwhile, Mr. Komaki has alleged that the PF lost power to the UPND because of leaders such as PF Secretary General Davis Muila and others who allegedly failed to listen to critical voices that cared for the welfare of the party. He has therefore challenged Mr. Muila to apologize, having misled the party and contributing to the party's dismal performance in the general elections. Mr. Komaki has also advised Republican President Hakainde Hichilema not to forsake cadres who ensured he formed government.
Him once in the Copper Belt. The other time we saw him, it was in Mandevu in a particular ward. The other time it was in Chawama in a particular ward. Then we started now wondering to say, where are we going? Because you need campaign teams from section, wards, constituency, district, and provincial level. These are foot soldiers of the party. Now, if the same SG can go to campaign in a particular ward, then it gives you a sad reading. They said, where are we going? That is the problem. But the person, he was not advisable. That's why I used that term to say he was pompous. You know, when you are humble, you create an atmosphere where you can listen to every person. Because it's one of the attributes in the leadership that a leader should be a good listener. Even if Mr. Piri, Mr. Moderator, even if I'm not advising correctly, but you need to sieve out good things and bad things. And when we advise you, we see the reaction. Once you react towards the advice, then you are creating that rapport where we should continue advising to say my advice has been appreciated. Now where you reach a situation where you advise 3-4 times, people they are not working, what should you do? You start watching.
Do you think your party lost power because of maybe one individual? You know,
it's not
I want to believe that there are a lot of factors that could have led.
You know what I depict that individual?
Yeah.
It's not one. The president, the former president, the 6th president, is a very good man and understanding. The problem, he was surrounded by the people who are not good, who never wanted to have an open door policy. People like Honorable Scaleswell, he was the State House Minister. By then, we had Mukupa, Honorable Mukupa. He was the campaign manager. These people, they shielded the president in such a way that the president had only limited advice from the same people instead of having these other people. So when I depict on the Secretary General is supposed to have to come up with a policy where to say, Mr. President, the people down there, they are crying for this. The people down there, they are complaining about this because he is the eyes of the party outside the government, because he was not in the government, he was not in the cabinet, so that he can have ample time to go around the country and to make sure that he gets the information. Now, that's why we are saying the problem which the former president made, the people who were sidelined by Mr. Michael Chilufya-Sata, those are the same mistake the boss, Mr. Edgar Chagwalungu, made to bring them back. Those people, they were heartless, they had no heart for the people. So what they started doing, those founder members of PF who started long time, they never wanted them closer. And you know, those are the same people who had majority. And why I'm depicting on Mr. Davis Miller, I know you find a platform to defend himself, but I can't run away from this fact that I should depict his name. The problem he made, we had people in the party who are popular. So when we are doing internal elections going around the country, the people who were who was closer to him, his close associates, were the people who were occupying various positions on the expenses of those that were popular. And this is why, the reason why I can depict this. PF has got 63 MPs, and 20 they are independent. And the UPND have got how many? About 8?
Independents, they are 13 actually.
They are 13.
13, yeah.
Yeah. So now those independent, others jumped the wagon from the boat to UPND. So some seats were part of the party. Now, because of the perpetual hatred that the SG had, he would come plainly and tell you, you are not going to stand this time around. The example he gave, he made sure to say, given Rovinda is not going to stand. Jean Kapata, Honorable, is not going to stand. Honorable former Mnali, Madam Kanru, he made sure that they were not picked. So, we are looking at a situation, if there's some independent, if we were to add with the numbers, the party would have even gone to the rerun.
The New Heritage Party has appealed to the government to come out clearly on the status of the Anti-Corruption Commission, SEC, and other investigative wings. This is in reaction to social media conjecture suggesting that investigative wings have been placed under the office of the president so that it can dictate actions of the said wings. Party Vice President Samuel Kasanka says the party has come across correspondence signed by the presidential spokesperson stating that the president will assure autonomy of the statutory bodies such as the SEC in a statement revealed to the media. Mr. Kasanka says reports suggest the SEC will be placed under the office of the president has the potential to erode autonomy of such institutions. He adds that the New Heritage Party is completely opposed to suggestions of placing the SEC under the office of the president.
Confused about the actual status of the Anti-Corruption Commission with regard to these stories that are going around that it's being now placed under the office of the president. We've come across correspondence signed by the presidential spokesperson which simply states that the president will assure autonomy to these statutory bodies, including the SEC. But we also seem to be very confident that there is a gazette notice which is putting SEC under the office of the president. I think first and foremost it's important that government comes out very clean and tells us exactly what they are doing. Otherwise, we as New Heritage Party, we are completely opposed to placing the ACC under the office of the president. We do not see survival of the famous autonomy if at the same time this office will be answerable to the president. Autonomy simply means that they should be able to make final reports without any due influence from anybody. Now, if you are reporting, if you are under the office of the president, where is that autonomy? No, we oppose that move. If it is meant to take place, let the government rescind it immediately. Let the ACC and all other investigative bodies operate the way they've done in the past. If anything, let their powers be enhanced. Let them be given all that they need to be able to operate autonomously and investigate and even prosecute anybody without exception who happens to be involved in any malpractices.
The Republican Progress Party President Leslie Chikuse has maintained that former Kabwata Member of Parliament Given Lubenda must hand back the community play park to residents. During inspection on Saturday morning, Mr. Chikuse alleges that Mr. Lubenda unlawfully acquired land on plot number 14726/017 belonging to the community and built the Given Lubenda Foundation Skills Training Center on it. He says the foundation was built with Constituency Development Fund CDF.
The Given Luwinda Foundation, which is built by the former Member of Parliament Given Luwinda, was allegedly built on land belonging to the Kawata community. During inspection, the Republican Progress Party President Leslie Chikuse said it is unfair that Luwinda used CDF funds to build a foundation that does not benefit the community at large.
There, it was built by well-wishers for the community, but he has taken it as an individual. Isn't that stealing? He has never put even one block there. The electricity which is being used there, it's me who put it. Okay? It's me who put the electricity there to try and safeguard that place. And if you remember very well, we had chess tournaments there. We used to have chess tournaments. After we get permission from the Lusaka City Council, they gave us permission. We were playing chess there. But he came in and picked it and put people for rent and then put Zimbabweans, and now they are getting money, they are eating the money. We don't even know it.
He says the community rose against him and reported the matter to the Anti-Corruption Commission. He further demands that the former minister hands over property that does not belong to him to the council so the community can benefit. Tasila Zulu, MUVI TV News, Lusaka.
A Lusaka-based senior citizen Nelson Mhango has urged Republican President Hakainde Hichilema to seriously consider clergymen and women who were persecuted for speaking out on his behalf when he was in opposition. Speaking to MUVI TV News in Lusaka, the senior citizen, who is also a clergyman, says a lot of church leaders were insulted on daily basis due to their protection of Mr. Hichilema's freedoms. Reverend Mohango further says that clergymen play a critical role in every country by giving guidance to leaders, hence the need to engage them for the betterment of the country.
Concerning what is on the ground in our nation, my view is that we the clergy, we are not supposed to indulge ourselves in the political arena, supporting this one or that one, because God does not segregate. So I am against the statements which Dr. Danny Pule spoke about that if HH wins the election, I'll drop my collar, I'll stop pastoral duties. That is indiscipline before the eyes of God, because we are called to save humanity. We are called to save humankind. And when you are called as a shepherd, You're not supposed to segregate. Those statements, those utterances which came, it was a segregation of utterance because he said it publicly in the public media that if HH wins, I'll stop custody. That is indiscipline before the eyes of God. And my appeal is that he has to understand that the one who has called him is a God. The one who has called him is not a man or a leader or a paramount chief or any political leader. The one who has called Dan Pule is the God of heaven. So the duties he was given, the mandate, is to preach the gospel, to love each and everyone. Because these politicians, they are our children. We are the shepherds. Now the statement that he brought on the media is segregation. That is out of the oracles of God. So my appeal to the clergy, the apostle, is that we must come to his senses and retract that statement. So my appeal to other clergy, other servants of God, that they should be...
We have more news to come, but let's take a break.
Presenting Mr. Money! Mr. Money, he knows it all. I'm here to tell you what Airtel Money is all about. Move cash from the bank to any Airtel Money account. Are you tired of long bank queues? Get Airtel Money, that's what you use. Mr. Money, he knows it all, money. He knows it all. Save and earn interest in your Airtel Money account. Take loans for emergencies and get your right amount. That's right, Mr. Money. He knows it all, money. He knows it all. Do it all with Airtel Money. Transfer money from your bank account to Airtel Money. Save money, earn interest, and loads more. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Citizen College for Health Sciences is recruiting in the following courses: Diploma in Registered Nursing, Diploma in Abridged Nursing, Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Secondary Education, Diploma in Primary Education. Other programs include Project Management, Business Administration, Power Electrical, Public Relations, Computer Lesson, and many more. For more information, contact our marketing team on the following numbers: 0978 62 9093 or 0977 410530, or come in person at our Lusaka campus in Cairo Road, ShopRite Building, first floor, or our Ndola campus, Luaresha, Mushili, Masaiti. Enroll now and get a 20% bursaries for the first 50 applicants.
The government of the Republic of Zambia, through the Ministry of Health and cooperating partners, will be conducting the Zambia Population-Based HIV Impact Assessment, ZAMFIA, starting April 2021. The survey is targeting those aged 15 years and above in randomly selected households throughout the country. Participants will voluntarily give consent to be able to participate. The survey will enable individuals to test for HIV in the comfort of their own homes at no cost. Individuals found HIV positive will be linked to treatment, care, and support. The survey will also enable individuals who already know their HIV positive status to retest and know their CD4 and viral load. Trained health workers will visit selected households wearing personal protective equipment, PPE, and Zamfia branded materials with an official identity card from the Ministry of Health to conduct this survey. A similar survey was last undertaken in 2016, and the results have been used to design interventions to prevent the spread of HIV and control the epidemic. The Zamfia survey will assess the progress made towards epidemic control and ending AIDS by the year 2030 in line with the set national targets. Zamfia, participate and make it happen. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and the National AIDS Council with support from the United States Presidency Emergency Fund for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and the University of Maryland, Baltimore.
Place a bet, search on the web, or get the app. 1xBet Bookmaker Company.
Welcome back. We'll continue with the news. A Livingstone resident has called on women to engage themselves in income-generating ventures aimed at improving their livelihoods. Tisa Piri, an entrepreneur and a member of a village banking venture, says women participation in economic activities is key as it enables them to be financially independent. Mrs. Piri adds that, for example, women can utilize soft loans obtained through village banking to finance their small businesses. Village banking is a government scheme aimed at encouraging financial inclusion among women in the country.
In entrepreneurial activities has become an emphasis by governments in the region, with Zambia not an exception. Financial inclusion among women is further strengthened when women take part in small-scale businesses. We visited Tisa Piri, a businesswoman involved in second-hand clothes at Maramba Market in Livingstone, and now explains why women should involve themselves in small businesses.
Kazi kuzipeza uma business dani kunkala chape kunyumba, you know, like nzakamba like you nimaona bantu benangu nima housewife whereby we are just depending on your husband's salary, which is not okay. So it's better wazipeza uma businesses sikuyambira pakolo. You can start a business, a small business, as long as iwe wemwini ndiwo maminoza amba kuplanning. Accountability mu business is very important. At least nkali wachaki. But beziko vintu vochita, like nzakamba kuli bajama housewife. Unakwatiriwa, you're just depending on your husband's salary. Pali mairo bamuna bako bakafa. It will be very difficult for you to start a business. Maona suzaka jaira fast.
Getting loans from banks has proved to be a challenge for many women, but with the introduction of village banking by government, this has lessened financial burden women face.
First, I encourage village banking turns abantu bambiri. Manje amesi wachita understand ama ganiza mungati bakatenga as a beneficiary watenga za drama za government kusebenzesa zakala zako suka likugwezi bantu bakatipasa. That's why it at village banking which we benefit as women. So ukatenga ngati wakupasa let's say 1000 uliko kombo ngati suza kwanisa kucherera kuenda kuonda maveji kutuzungurusi nishikupeza moza pesa end of the day uzapeka ilipe na profit kafika Friday wakakusesa mkongole ati nibe drama silingabweza after loan drama ni za government then she ukakangwa kuibweza uganza next term ushawaza kupasa zameni.
Olipa Manenga, a social welfare officer, who says financial inclusion through village banking is another form of social protection.
My advice is women are able to come forward, all of them actually. It means everyone who is in this kind of business that we feel can create impact on their lives. They are advised to come forward to community development, social welfare, and community development and social services offices, where they are going to be advised on how to go about in terms of the applications. Because we believe that women are so vibrant in terms of empowerment, and we have seen this that we have already supported so far. The results are very good. We have no doubt that all the women that are interested, if they are to come forward, they will also catch up and they will also do something in life than staying at home waiting for their husband to bring even the money for their lotion and their glycerin. This kind of life, it will help them to also sustain or either supplement on the family effort.
With such interventions and strong commitment from the female folk, financial independence among women can be achieved. Muya Mukombota, MUVI TV News, Livingstone.
Zambia Persons with Disabilities Livingstone Coordinator Ganizo Piri says the government should enforce laws which promote inclusiveness. Mrs. Piri notes that government needs to prioritize issues to do with disability rights by increasing funding to sectors such as education and health. She is of the view that policy makers need to address challenges which persons with disabilities face on daily basis.
Ability is not inability has put some hope on the differently abled in the country. Response Network, a Livingstone-based NGO, has continued to play a key role in aiding differently abled in the district. Today, the NGO has organized a fitness program for persons with disabilities, and Ganizo Piri is district coordinator for Zambia Agency of Persons with Disabilities.
In terms of the program that we're having today, persons with disabilities have a right to recreation and sport, and they have to enjoy this on equal basis with others. And the program today that we are attending today actually actualizes that dream and goal for them, because most of the activities persons with disabilities are left out, and this is mostly due to environmental barriers and also attitude barriers, where people in the communities do not want to incorporate persons with the disabilities in their day-to-day activities.
Response Network says it is keen to continue bettering the lives of the disabled in one way or the other.
This activity that we are having today, we are calling it Together for Inclusion Festival. It is a festival to celebrate the implementation of the Together for Inclusion project that Response Network has been running for the last 12 months. And it is a project that has actually received an extension. So officially, by the end of last month, this project had come to an end. And so, at the end of the project, there was a planned festival that was to take place. And after even receiving the extension, because of the overwhelmness of the results of the project, we still had to go on with this event. So this event has brought together all children living with disabilities that have been part of the project. That is in Zambia as well as Livingstone. Among these children, there are also community coaches that were engaged to train and ensure these children are participating in inclusive sports.
Moya Mukombuta, MUVI TV News, Livingstone.
A non-government organization in Zambia has joined the rest of the world in commemorating World Mental Health Day, which falls on 10th October every year. Serenity Wellness Center has called on government to invest more in health sector, stating that without good health, there will be no development to talk about. Center Executive Director Kapambo Chikontwe has appealed to the new government to consider increasing the budget in this sector.
According to the World Health Organization, WHO, suicide is committed everywhere in the world every 40 seconds. Approximately 800,000 people die every year due to suicide. Despite knowing that suicide is preventable and that undiagnosed and untreated mental illness is the biggest reason behind suicide. It is for this reason World Mental Health Day is observed on 10th of October every year, with the overall objective of raising awareness of mental health issues around the world and mobilizing efforts in support of mental health. In commemorating the World Health Day, about 4 different organizations joined hands together for a march past sensitizing the public about mental health. Speaking to MUVI TV News in Lusaka, Serenity Wellness Center Executive Director Kapambo Chikontwe has called on government to put more funds in mental health.
Up to date, I think in Zambia we don't appreciate that you can pay for therapy, or that people can access psychological services and pay for them. So paying for services is one of them. There is low funding from government itself and other partners. There's been a bit of a movement from HIV to COVID. So there is no funding. I would make an appeal to government, especially to the new minister, that it may be a little bit late, but if they can up the budget for mental health activities in Zambia, as well as to streamline the services for mental health, not only from major hospitals but to all clinics in Zambia.
Yona Foundation, Strong Minds Zambia and Generation of Progressive Youth also took part in the march past and has this to say.
That we need to bring this awareness in our community because the perception out there about mental health is that you've seen people picking papers and doing, but mental health is broad. We go through stress every day. People need to be aware of the stress and the cope with stress.
Because there's still far too much stigma, there's too much shame about mental health. So let's change that dialogue and work together.
So that we address all the mental health issues, because we believe that it is everyone's right to access mental health services in Zambia. So everyone is free to call. The toll-free lines are for free, 116 or 933.
Margaret Chota, MUVI TV News in Lusaka.
You are still watching MUVI TV Primetime News. We still have more news to come, but for now, let's take a break.
Presenting Mr. Money! Mr. Money, he knows it all. I'm here to tell you what Airtel Money is all about. Move cash from the bank to any Airtel Money account. Are you tired of long bank queues? Get Airtel Money, that's what you use. Mr. Money, he knows it all, money. He knows it all. Save and earn interest in your Airtel Money account. Take loans for emergencies and get your right amount. That's right, Mr. Money. He knows it all, money. He knows it all. Do it all with Airtel Money. Transfer money from your bank account to Airtel Money. Save money, earn interest, and loads more. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Citizen College for Health Sciences is recruiting in the following courses: Diploma in Registered Nursing, Diploma in Abridged Nursing, Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Secondary Education, Diploma in Primary Education. Other programs include Project Management, Business Administration, Power Electrical, Public Relations, Computer Lesson, and many more. For more information, contact our marketing team on the following numbers: 0978 62 9093 or 0977 410530, or come in person at our Lusaka campus in Cairo Road, ShopRite Building, first floor, or our Ndola campus, Lualesha, Mushili Masaiti. Enroll now and get a 20% bursaries for the first 50 applicants.
Place a bet, search on the web, or get the app. OneXBet Bookmaker Company.
The government of the Republic of Zambia, through the Ministry of Health and cooperating partners, will be conducting the Zambia Population-Based HIV Impact Assessment, ZAMFIA, starting April 2021. The survey is targeting those aged 15 years and above in randomly selected households throughout the country. Participants will voluntarily give consent to be able to participate. The survey will enable individuals to test for HIV in the comfort of their own homes at no cost. Individuals found HIV positive will be linked to treatment, care, and support. The survey will also enable individuals who already know their HIV positive status to retest and know their CD4 and viral load. Trained health workers will visit selected households wearing personal protective equipment, PPE, and Zamfia branded materials with an official identity card from the Ministry of Health to conduct this survey. A similar survey was last undertaken in 2016, and the results have been used to design interventions to prevent the spread of HIV and control the epidemic. The Zamfia survey will assess the progress made towards epidemic control and ending AIDS by the year 2030 in line with the set national targets. Zamfia. Participate and make it happen. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and the National AIDS Council with support from the United States Presidency Emergency Fund for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and the University of Maryland, Baltimore.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. Knowledge Hub Southern Africa has started engaging organic agriculture stakeholders in order to provide opportunities for players to participate and contribute in the sharing and adoption of knowledge in organic farming. Muketoi Wamunyima, project manager for Southern Africa, says the engagement meetings are meant to better understand the players and farmers who are in organic farmers. And the University of Zambia, Unza Soul Scientist Professor Obed Lungu plays in organic agriculture, saying the initiative keeps soil alive and sustains the environment. Northwestern Provincial Agriculture Coordinator in the Ministry of Agriculture, Muyo Bashimabale, has challenged his staff in the province to adequately prepare themselves and change the farmers' mindset. He says farmers must be made aware of the effects of climate change as they work towards increasing agricultural production capacity in the province. Mr. Shimbabale further adds that farmers should strive to extend their production capacity and other farming activities beyond the farming season. Through the use of irrigation, agricultural farming technologies, the Provincial Agricultural Coordinator was speaking when he closed the 3-day midterm training workshop for the first batch of the Ministry of Agriculture staff from Kalumbila, Kasempa, Mufuwe, and Mushindamo district. The exercise is under expansion of community-based smallholder irrigation ECOPSI development project and was held at Chafukuma Farm Institute in Solwezi district. And Provincial Irrigation Engineer, who is also ECOPSI project coordinator Jackson Bwalia, appealed to the participants to take soil improvement seriously through bokashi compost utilization. Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA, through its ECOPSI development project, is implementing the project in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture. An educationalist from Gambia has called on governments to come up with innovations that will ease people's access to education without exposing themselves through interaction